Okay, Shilpa. So this is a women's only webinar. I can see Anar Ali Ghazi. Are you logged in for yourself or somebody else? Just checking because this is a webinar for women. So please, everybody, settle down and we will begin shortly. Okay. And while we wait for more women to join us, let us also listen to one of our students, a woman, a mother, a full-time professional. So she shares a bit about her journey. She's in Chennai. This is Shweta Shivkumar. She comes from a finance background. And here's a glimpse of our conversation with her to give you an idea of why women come, what do they accomplish, how do we do it. Okay, so let's watch this together.
Or maybe there's a different perspective when it comes to my money, right? So what was it that really woke you up to this need to really take charge and look at this area of your life more closely? So what is it that woke you up, Shweta?
Yeah, I did have a lot of investments and savings. I have been doing it from the time I started earning. That was based on, certain tips given by family members or maybe some third person. So it was going fine. I mean, it was going fine for say like 8-9 years. But then somehow, like especially after I conceived and after my child was born, I felt that, and when I saw some others, in my friends who were doing really well, more much better than I was. So I was thinking that whether what I'm doing right now, is it right, or does it require any improvement or any change. So it was then when I stumbled upon a thought, uh, which I when I thought that I'm not really entered into stocks, or I'm not ventured into mutual funds. So but then, yeah, see, the investments and the savings that I had, they were there, but they were not really tied to any specific goals. It was there randomly spread across. So again, it was not, I was not again very happy with the way it was going. So this is something which kept me, the thought kept coming in my mind every now and then, whether it is right or not. So yeah, that is how. So I came across Women on Wealth on Instagram. It was like I came across this last year itself, and but then again I was not very sure whether I should join or not. I had many thoughts in mind, and of course I was really busy with my infant then, and then after my maternity leave, my job started, and all those things happened. Uh, and this year, something personal also, on the personal front also, there was a little bit of crisis that I faced. So that led to, I felt that no, I should do something about it. And that's how I gathered the courage and I joined Women on Wealth.
Warm welcome, everybody. So we are just a few minutes away. Please check your name as it appears on the Zoom screen. Okay, please take a moment to check your name and see that you're logged in with your first and last name. So how to change that? If it's not correct, then you go to participants, find your name, your device name, right click or long press to type your first and your last name, giving you a few seconds to make that change, please. And also, I would like to share with you a glimpse of our community, which I'm really proud of, something that was covered by BBC News. Let's take a look.
Property dealer, and I wanted to buy a property, and he looked up my shoulder and said, hey, like, is your father with you, is your husband with you, is your brother with you? At that time it was like a shock for me that, yeah, hey, I have the money, I have all the power in the world to buy a property, and you're still looking for a man with me. Why is that?
We are late, okay?
people have just believed that women will not understand or women will just spend money. At least that's how women are looked at. Yeah, or they're just good at managing homes or children. So we got to break out of all this belief system, and I think that also forms patriarchy. So, Malvika, as a woman, are you able to participate in your family's financial decision making?
The Money Gym as well as the stocks investing program. And with me, my entire family has had this huge shift in the way we think about money. Conversations have become so much more interesting. My partner listens to me, my father listens to me, my brother listens to me, they take money tips from me.
Many find confidence in talking about money with people in their lives, and many have now become the finance ministers of their house. They're getting involved in major financial decision making. Many have bought their own properties in their hometowns. Some have started their own businesses. So that's the kind of impact that we have in the world today.
And I also want to share that one of my stocks is giving me a 200% return.
Okay, with that, we are ready to begin. Priyanka, over to you. Let's enjoy this webinar, everyone. Pay attention.
Thank you. Thank you, Sheetal, so much. Okay, warm welcome, everyone. Warm welcome to your super special session on financial success model for women. I am Priyanka Bhatia from Women on Wealth, and I'm leading from my beautiful home office in Delhi. If you can hear me and see me clearly, just give me a big hi in the comments box. It is great to be here. I am super happy to be sharing powerful money principles that can help you get access to your financial goals. So iPhone, Akanksha, Mayuri, Damini, Hima, Anushri, so good to have all of you. Yes, it's amazing, exciting, Linda, Geeta, Del. Anybody who's not named herself appropriately, make sure you do that. So if you're excited, type in excited. If you're happy, type in happy. If you're ready to learn, type in ready to learn. Whatever comes to your mind, type that in, because this webinar can change the course of your financial future. It can change the way you manage your money, though it can change the economy of your family. It can change the way you approach your money life. You know, the world is changing so fast, and we are living in the very interesting times in the history of the world where we can grow our money, build our financial success with wherever we are in our lives and whatever we might be doing and how much ever we might be making. So it's just so good to see all of you. I work from home and I'm able to create wealth, build my property in Delhi, and double my money with my investments like mutual funds and others. And that too by investing small amounts of money that I earned initially. I'm going to today share the exact formula with you so that you can achieve your financial goals with velocity. You don't have to go through college or finance degree of years for this. I'm going to share a simple formula and you can begin to alter your money life in the next 60 days or maximum 6 months to master wealth creation. So if you're ready, type in game on. Let's see how many of you will take up this knowledge and implement this knowledge. So how many of you're taking this on? Game on. Yes, Rakhi, Akansha, Damini, Soumya, Hima, Ananya, Devi, Linda, Kirti, Mayuri, Neelam. Awesome. I see you, Uma, Sonali. Awesome. And first of all, let me acknowledge you. It is Saturday afternoon. You've taken time off. You are here to learn about your financial success. You're committed to your financial success. You could be doing so many other things at this point, and you're here. And for the time that you're bringing in, for the effort, energy you're bringing in, I promise that I'm going to give the best in my power, my energy, my time, so that you benefit. So I promise that by the time we complete this webinar, it will be time well spent for you. And before we move any further, here are some ground rules. Number one, the webinar will run for 90 minutes, 90 minutes. So if you have any appointments within these 90 minutes, I suggest you leave right now because there is no point leaving in between. So stay till the end. And if you're going to stay till the end, just type I am in the comments box. If you're going to stay till I leave, that is 2 p.m. Type in I am in. Awesome. Mayuri, Natasha, Jilla, Anushri, I see you, Sangeeta, Soumya. Del, you may need to change your name. I'm sure Del is not your name. Meenakshi, Lavanya, Hima, awesome. And everybody's name I've not managed to take. I trust you have pens and papers ready. Please make notes. This webinar can change your money life. Even one idea here could alter your money life. You know, one day exactly like this, I was sitting with one of my mentors and I took action on one of the ideas and that changed my money life. I was able to double my money with my investments. I was able to buy my first property in Delhi NCR with just limited amounts of money in my pocket. And this is because I was able to implement that one idea that came. So do not underestimate the knowledge that you get today because it can change your life. So if you don't have pens and papers, I suggest you quickly go grab one right now. We're going to have the Q&A section towards the end. So if you're bubbling with questions in between, just note them down on your papers. Don't ask me questions in between because that will break the flow of the webinar. Today's webinar is not around boring stuff, I promise. I'm not going to show you boring PPTs. I'm going to share my exact methodology on how I did it. So I'm going to show you my financial system. Are you okay seeing my financial system? Type in yes if you are, because with this system, I have managed to derive a lot of financial results in my life. It is not a theory session, so I will need 90 minutes to explain. So ask all your questions in the end. And when I ask for a response, I would love a response. You know, the reason I'm doing this webinar live is so that I can engage with you. I want to take your names. Like I can see Linda here, Raki, Nalini, Damini, Akansha, Sonali, Nidhi, Vanita, Hima, Lavanya. So I want to take your names, engage with you, talk with you. So those are some of the ground rules to get started. And now the next step is what you will learn in the webinar. So today you're going to learn 3 concepts. So I'm going to share with you 3 concepts that can help you with your wealth creation. These can help you get access to your financial goals. So in this webinar today, number 1, you will learn how not to lose money while investing. Number 2, you will learn how small amounts can lead to big wealth. And number 3, you will learn how you can begin on your wealth creation right now. And by the end of this webinar, you will have absolute clarity on what actions you need to take to go to your next level with your finances. So type in RTS if you're ready to start. Let me see how many of us, we are ready. Ready to start. Ra, got it. Vanita, Kansha, Linda, Damini, Nalini, Sita, Kirti, Mayuri, Hima, Saroj, Balo, Vandana, Salima, Sangeeta, got it. And before we move any forward, let's go over some statistics. Yeah. Let's look at these quick statistics. And you tell me if you know these. Like, I want you to tell me that do you know that women own only 1% of this world's wealth? Like, we women are 50% of the population, almost 50% of the global population. Yet, we women own just 1% of the world's wealth. Do you know this? Type in yes or no. I was amazed when I got to know this years ago. It's like, yeah, surprising, Mayuri. I mean, for me, it was shocking. Do you know that 38% of married women consider their spouse to be the primary decision maker for long-term financial planning? Like 38% of married women considering their spouse. I mean, I was like, wow, I'm married. And it's not that my spouse is the primary decision maker. It's like we both together are involved in this, right? It's sad, absolutely, Vandana. Anushri, I hear you. And do you know that only 30% of women worldwide are financially literate? Like out of 100 women, only 30 women are financially literate. I mean, that's amazing. 70 out of 100 women are sitting there with total illiteracy. And my question to you is, are you ready to change these stats with me? Are you ready to change yourself first with me? And you know, the change begins where you are. We bring about the social change by changing where we are. Got that? I can see so many of you saying yes. Got it. Ragini, Nidha, I can see you guys. Yeah. Rangini, got it. Oh my God. Yeah. So amazing to have all of us together. Yes, Vandana, 100% Karuna. Sure. Let's move forward. Let me share who we are and why we're talking about these stats. Why are we talking about this change? So we are Women on Wealth and we help women take charge of their finances. So we run online financial training and coaching programs so that women can learn how they can manage their money and grow it effectively. We've now been operational for the last 13 years and we have helped over 5,000 women till now. And these women, they have come out of living paycheck to paycheck. They today save at least 25% more than they ever saved. Many women have built their own investment portfolios. They have learned these step-by-step methodologies to pick their own modern investments. Some of them have doubled their money every 4 to 5 years. They're generating 20, 22, even 25% return year on year. Some have managed to buy their own properties, start their own businesses without depending on their husband, father, broker, advisor. Some women today are recognized as the finance ministers of their house, and they are getting involved in major financial decision making in their families. So if you look at finance, finance has been a male domain in our families. And our intention at Women on Wealth is to train women on money, financial management, investments, wealth building. So we are financial school for women, a money school for women, where we teach women, where we make women financially educated. So we believe that finance is a system and every woman, every man can learn it. It is not a gender role. It is not something only for the men to do. It's a system. Any woman can learn it with basic IQ, basic math skills. And before this, let me share a bit about myself. Who am I and why am I talking about this? Well, if you ever thought that you need to be, from a finance background, or you need to be good with maths, numbers, calculations, or you thought you need to be a man to manage your money, then note, I am not a man. And I don't even come from a finance background. I come from a journalism background. That's what my education, my higher education has been in. And I used to be a reporter with news agencies like the Press Trust of India, United News of India, and more, where I had a great salary, which I used to spend on branded shoes, clothes, bags, and spas. I always wanted to create wealth and I just didn't know how to do that. And I got a big shock when one of my male colleagues ended up buying a property. He was at the same position as mine, same salary as mine, and he ended up buying a property while I had not even managed to save that much money. So that's where my quest to wealth began. And I thought the first person to take guidance from is my dad. And like any well-meaning man, my dad shared about traditional investments, public provident fund, PPF, fixed deposits. I did all the traditional investments, the policies. Very soon I realized that the rates of return were really low and I had big goals. I wanted to buy my own property in Delhi NCR, earn from my investments. ultimately build a corpus for my business. And I knew none of those goals were possible. If I continue to manage my money the way I was managing and invest it the way I was investing, I knew I had to take some different actions to get a different result. And one of the different actions that showed up for me was to check with this male colleague of mine who had ended up buying a property. When I checked on him, he mentioned he invests in the stock market. Straight I went ahead, opened a Demat account. I got myself a broker. I started buying and selling whatever my broker told me to do. Only to realize in 2008 that I lost 90% of what I had invested. And at that time, I was so sad and disgusted with what had happened that I thought wealth creation was not for me and that I should give up. And I literally gave up on wealth creation. I gave up on wealth creation until I could find my mentors. And I found 4 mentors: a woman stock investor, a property investor, a serial entrepreneur, and a business coach. And when these guys began to guide me and they gave me little exercises to do, financial clarity began to emerge in my life. Like I exactly knew how much money was coming into my life, how much money was going out, where that money was going, how much money I needed to reach my financial goals, where I needed to invest, and how much I needed to invest to reach my financial goals. Like my stock investor mentor, she taught me a step-by-step methodology to pick good quality stocks. Until then, I had no idea that there was any methodology to pick any kind of investments. So I learned the step-by-step methodology to pick good quality stocks, went back to the stock market with a lot of courage. And it was different this time because I started by making 70,000 rupees in 120 minutes. And I kept making money like that to a point that I could buy my first property in Delhi NCR. I was 27 when I bought my first property in Delhi NCR. I was 37 when I bought a second bigger property in Delhi NCR. I also learned these step-by-step methodologies to pick good quality mutual funds, other investments. I built a well-diversified investment portfolio without depending on anyone in my life. And a point came where I started earning from my investments, and my earnings from my investments were more than what my expenses were. And at that point, I knew I was free to take up meaningful projects in my life. So I quit my job, and 2011, we started Women on Wealth. And since then, there's no looking back. We've been privileged to have made a difference to over 5,000 women. And we've been covered by the BBC News, NDTV 24/7 News Channel, Zee Business News Channel, Zee News Channel, Hindustan Times newspaper, Economic Times newspaper, Live Mint paper, Femina magazine, Entrepreneur magazine, the Huffington Post, and a series of women's blogs and posts. Also, Cherie Blair, who's wife of Mr. Tony Blair, the ex-UK Prime Minister, she came from London specially to visit us in Delhi and offered us the India partnership to her Cherie Blair Foundation. And since then, we've been nominating women from India to the foundation in London. So this is pretty much about me and us at Women on Wealth. And here is our mission. We committed that 50 lakh women will be financially educated by the end of this decade. 50 lakh women financially educated by 2030. Are you ready for this, everyone? Type in ready. I want to see how many of us, we are ready for this. We are ready for our own financial education first. Got it, Anushri, Sonali, Mayuri, Akansha, Urvi, Meenakshi, Linda, Vanita, Oma, Jyoti, Christine, Suvarna, Geeta, Rangini, Sita, I like that. RP, please share your full name. Suvatri, I like that, Kavita. Yes, we are ready for our financial freedom, ready for our financial independence. As I celebrate you today, I celebrate each and every woman who chose to become financially educated with Women on Wealth. And to inspire you, here are some of their success stories. She is Dr. Nisha, a dental surgeon in Tirur in Kerala. She reduced her debt by 25% and she experienced a 25% increase in her overall investment portfolio after joining Women on Wealth. Earlier, she was encouraged by her father and later by her husband. She did what she says she could to save money. She invested in a variety of policies, mutual funds without understanding. She could see her money was not growing much. She says Women on Wealth programs have turned her investment portfolio around. Sunita Sibish, who works with DHL Logistics in Mumbai, she says finance is no longer the rocket science I once believed it to be. I started investing in mutual funds after the course, something I thought was only for high income individuals. Now I know that it is also for folks like me who have no financial history or expertise. Pinky Saharan, who's an IT professional with Intel in Bangalore, she says, I've invested in mutual funds for the first time ever in my life, and that too with complete analysis and understanding. All these financial results are thanks to the curriculum for financial education at Women on Wealth. Our level 1 program is called Money Gym, your personal finance mastery. Our level 2 program is called the Art of Picking Quality Stocks for Beginners. And our level 3 program is called the Wine Women Investor Program. Today, you are in a special introduction to our level 1 program of ours. And by the end of this webinar, I'm going to share 2 free gifts with you. So remember, all of you who stay till the end, you will get 2 free gifts today. And here are all the free resources for you. Monday 5 p.m., you have the Wake Up Women series on Instagram. Tuesday 10 a.m., you have the decoding of the ET Wealth newspaper. Thursday 10 a.m., you have my Investment Mastery series. So to take advantage of all these free resources, make sure you connect with us right away. The links to join us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn are on your Zoom chat. So join us for your financial success for a lifetime. Type in joined once you've joined us. And for those of you who are attending the webinar from your laptop, you can scan this QR code to follow us on Instagram. So type in joined once you've joined us for a lifetime of financial success. Sure, Jilal, Linda, Anushri. Guarded Barsha. iPhone, please rename yourself. I would like to acknowledge you with your name. Do rename yourself. Hey, Hima, Nalini. Awesome. And here is a scan. Here is a QR code to scan us, to follow us on LinkedIn. So go ahead, everybody. Beautiful. Let's move forward now, everyone. So today, by attending till the end and engaging with me, what you're going to get access to is building your dream investment income, doubling your wealth, and buying back that precious time of yours to achieve complete financial freedom. So make sure you're really attentive, you're sitting in a quiet room, you're absolutely here with me building your financial life. So start typing, everyone. What are those financial goals that bring you to this session? What are those financial goals that bring you to this session? What is it that your heart truly desires when it comes to your finances? What are your financial dreams? Okay, independence. Quick words, guys. 1 word, 2 words on what are your goals? Saving more is my goal, buying my own house, financial freedom, investing wisely, becoming confident about investments, financial stability, making an old age home, giving back to the society, invest prudently, grow my money, be a less spendthrift, okay? Help my partner financially, have freedom of time. I don't want to depend on people and jobs for money. I want to create wealth. Yeah, go on vacations, spend without looking at the price tags, buy what I love, live the life that I love. Yes, go on a world tour, educate my children on finances, confidently take care of my family. Got it. Now, these are some of the many financial goals that you have. Now start typing. What are those financial struggles, financial challenges which are in the way of you reaching your financial goals? Lack of money management, lack of knowledge, lack of trustworthy sources of information, don't know how to save, don't know anything, lack of knowledge, fear of failure, lack of funds, lack of savings, scared to invest, scared of losses, already lost money in the past, unaware of options. Yeah, feeling ashamed of what happened earlier. Yeah, fear of failure. Yeah. Dependent on a colleague, male colleague for my investments. Yeah, lack of sensibilities. All the lacks that got mentioned today. Sure. Now we have addressed each and every financial challenge that you're talking about. We have helped women achieve each and every financial goal that you're talking about here. Example, our community members, our students have sent their children abroad for higher education. Our community members have bought the costliest properties of India in Mumbai. They today generate an investment income. They have doubled their money. So each and every goal that you're talking about has been achieved by our community members in the last 13 years with financial education. They have overcome each and every financial challenge that you're talking about. However, 90 minutes is not enough time to address all these challenges, achieve all these financial goals. Type in agree if you agree with me. If you get my point that, yeah, I mean, I don't want to promise anything unrealistic to you, right? Got it. So here is what I am promising today. With your full participation in the session, what I promise is 1% improvement in your money life today. What did I say? Your full participation, which means you are engaging with me in the chat, you are here, focused, you're on camera, sitting attentively, you are totally here making notes. Right? Awesome. So with that, let's move forward to the 1% improvement in your money life today with 3 concepts of wealth creation. Here is concept number 1. You know, some of you, many of you actually, right now in the webinar, just at the very beginning, you said you're scared that you will lose money while investing, or you said you've already, lost money while investing in the past. Here is how to make sure that you're not losing money, you're rather making money while investments, which is by doing your own research. I want each one of you to know nobody can take care of your money the way you will. I'm repeating this, guys. Nobody can take care of your money the way you will. So what is absolutely critical? You learn how to do your own research before investing your hard-earned money. Because if you're not researching, what are you doing? You're just playing a blind game, isn't it? Like, how many of you know and invest in mutual funds? You know that mutual funds, investing in mutual funds is one top way to create wealth. It is one top way to multiply your money, right? And you are investing in it. Type in me if you know mutual funds is one top way and you are investing your hard-earned money there. Type in me, guys. How many of you are doing that? Got it. A lot of you are doing that, right? Now, start typing. How many of you know the step-by-step methodology to research and handpick a good quality mutual fund? Type in not me if you don't know, and me if you know the entire step-by-step methodology to research an investment and handpick good quality investments. Brilliant. Now you're saying not me. So you don't know how to research. You don't know how to handpick good quality modern investments. So how are you investing this money? How many of you are dependent on a broker? Type in me, you're dependent on a broker, advisor, banker, father, husband, app, YouTube, colleague. Yeah, son, banker, some of you are typing. Friend, son, dad. Yeah, father, absolutely. Friend, consultant, husband. Now tell me, when you are dependent on these people, you realize that you are being a dependent investor. Does this dependency give you absolute clarity and confidence? Does it give you absolute clarity and confidence that by investing in these investments, modern investments, you're going to reach your goals? No. And when you are investing without clarity, without confidence, tell me, what are you doing? You're signing up to lose money, isn't it? You don't know what you're doing. Yeah, you're signing up for uncertainty. You're signing up to be a sheep. Brilliant. Taking uninformed risks. You don't understand what you're doing. Yeah, it's just trusting. I don't even know if that's trusting. Yeah, that's like, I just don't know. You're just dependent. So if you want to make sure you don't lose money while investing, for every good quality modern investment, there's a proper step-by-step methodology. You need to be learning that. You need to be learning how to research investments and handpick best quality investment. And then you are investing confidently with clarity. You know what you're doing and you are on your way to reaching your goals. Like, you know, there is over a 30-step methodology, a 30-step methodology to pick good quality mutual funds. It takes me over 4 to 5 hours to explain our women students the step-by-step methodology. I don't have that much luxury of time, but definitely inside of my commitment to help you make 1% improvement, I'm sharing the first step of the step-by-step methodology to pick good quality mutual fund. Take paper pens, everyone, start writing. The first step is called alpha. The first step to pick a good quality mutual fund is called alpha. What is alpha? Alpha is the rate of return that a mutual fund generates, which is over and above its benchmark. I'm repeating, alpha is the rate of return that a mutual fund generates, which is over and above its benchmark. Any mutual fund will have a benchmark against which it will map its returns. Anytime the returns are higher than the benchmark, the alpha is positive. Anytime the returns are lower than the benchmark, it's a negative alpha. When the alpha is negative, we won't even research the mutual fund further. Forget about investing your hard-earned money in it at all. Only when a mutual fund passes the alpha test will we do 29 more tests on it to invest our hard-earned money in the best investment. Right? So now you have the knowledge, right? You have the knowledge of alpha. Now tell me, can you build wealth with this knowledge if you don't implement this knowledge? How many of you see that it's not just knowledge, but also implementation of the knowledge that makes you a wealth creator? Type in implementation. If you now want to learn how to implement this alpha test. A lot of you, in the beginning of the session said, hey, I lack knowledge. Can I tell you, it's not just lack of knowledge, it is also lack of implementation of the knowledge. Right? That's the gap. And no amount of YouTube videos and books can actually help you implement. That's the gap. So now, how do you look into alpha, right? How do you practically do this? So there is a website called valueresearchonline.com, everyone. So here, clearly now, okay? Focus. Valueresearchonline.com, this is a website we use to research mutual funds. Here is a search bar. When you click on the search bar, here you can type any mutual fund's name. Example, I wrote Axis. Can you see under funds here? All the names of different mutual funds are showing up. So step one is to type the complete name of the mutual fund. Example, randomly I'm picking Axis Midcap Fund. Now you click on the Axis Midcap Fund. What will happen now is an entire page of Axis Midcap Fund will open up, right? Now, once this has opened up, you are looking for alpha. So you go into risk here. Here you'll find alpha. So click on risk. On your extreme right, can you see alpha? It's minus 1.33%. Everybody tell me, what does minus mean? Brilliant, Linda. Yes. So the returns are lower than the benchmark. Yes, Akansha. Karuna. So the returns are lower than the benchmark. Now this mutual fund fails the alpha test. So we won't even research this mutual fund further. Forget about investing your hard-earned money in it. Only when a mutual fund passes the alpha test will we do 29 more tests on it to figure if it is worth investing your hard-earned money in. So I'm repeating, how not to lose money while investing in any of the non-traditional modern investments is by doing your own research. Are you getting this, everyone? Type in got it if you are getting this. How many of you are getting this? Beautiful. Beautiful. So the only way for you to exponentially grow your money, number one, is by hand picking good quality investments. In order to reach your financial goals, what's critical that you exponentially grow your money, right? You grow your money much over and above inflation. And that's possible, number one, is by hand picking good quality investments. And Meryl Dennis did exactly that. She came to us, in a similar introduction session back in 2017. She's a communication expert. She lives in Goa. She had been working in different companies for 10, 12 years when she came in. Her salary was increasing, but her wealth wasn't. She got that she lacked the knowledge of investments, financial planning, investment portfolio building, and more. She joined us at Women on Wealth. She learned everything about money from us. She learned how to pick good quality investments, modern investments. She built a well-diversified investment portfolio without depending on anyone in her life. She wrote her investment strategy. She had a written financial plan. And what next? She kept investing. And in the span of the last 1 year, she's increased her net worth by 37%. So while inflation in our country is growing by 7 to 8% year on year, Meryl and many, many women like Meryl who chose to be financially educated have increased their net worth by 37% and more. Can you imagine if such exponential growth was possible for you? Type in imagine, if you can imagine that. Questions, all the questions that you guys are typing in, remember, like I said in the ground rules, I'm only going to answer them in the Q&A section. Yeah, correct. I like that. Mayuri, Christine, Puneet, Saroj, Damini, Rangini, Kansha, I see you, Anushri. Yeah, Hima, Abhirami. Sure, Kavita. Let's go to concept number 2 now. How small amounts can lead to big wealth? How many of you want to build your first 1 crore rupees? Type in 1 CR. If you want to build that first 1 crore rupees of yours. Yes, 1 CR everyone. Got it. Now tell me how many of you can save, say about 10 to 12,000 per month. Okay, write 10K, 12K, or me. If you can save at least say 10,000, 12,000 per month. Sure. Now look at this. If you just save your money, okay? Say you're committed to make your first 1 crore happen. Per month from your incoming salaries, you are saving say 10,000 per month. So how many months will it take for you to reach your first 1 crore rupees? If you just keep saving money, it will be 1,000 months. 1,000 months are how many years? 83 years. You will take 83 years to reach that 1 crore mark if you just simply keep saving 10,000 rupees. Tell me, how old will you be 83 years later? Tell me, how old will you be? Dead? I like that, Maha. 110 years. Linda, I like that. Hopefully dead. Okay, gone. 128 years, 115, 104. Reborn in heaven. Sure. Sure. Now, how many of you want to reduce? 83 years to say 20 years. You want to save on 63 years at least. Type in 63. If you want to save on 63 years to get to that 1 crore mark. Yes? You want to save 63 years? Then let me show you how to do that. Okay? So we said we want to create our first 1 crore. We are saving, say, 10 to 12,000 per month. Now, instead of saving this money, we have built the skill of investing. Okay, say you and I, we are all knowledgeable investors. We know how to handpick good quality investments. Okay, so we are now handpicking good quality investments. Okay, and we are investing our money. Now let's see what happens. So I'm opening a power of compounding calculator on Google. So say you can invest 10,000 rupees today, and no matter how much your salary or income increases, you continue to save 10,000 rupees per month. For the next 20 years, you are investing, okay? For the next 20 years, you continue to invest this money and you stay invested in the investments for the next 20 years. And these investments, say, are generating an annual rate of return of 12%. Now, after 20 years, what would have happened? After 20 years, you would have invested 24.10 lakh rupees. So by putting in 10,000, you would have invested 24.1 lakh rupees, which would have grown to become 1.01 crore rupees at 12% per annum. So a 5 times increase from where you started in 20 years. Now tell me, how old will you be 20 years later? If you invest your money confidently starting today for the next 20 years and make your first 1 crore, how old will you be? 50, 70, 53, 47, 52, 75, 72, 62, 50-ish. Now tell me, do you want to reduce this further? Do you want to do this, say, in 10 years maybe? Yes, definitely. Then you need to give this skill building, okay, your time. You need to take out time from your busy life to build this financial skill so that the money that you are making can grow to big wealth. Because if you don't put in the time and the effort and the energy to build the skill, your wealth is not going to grow. Because like I said, nobody can manage your money the way you will. Now type in got it. How many of you got this? That if you put in your time, you build the skill, even those small amounts can lead to big wealth. Beautiful. Now, I was talking with you right now about one of the limiting beliefs that we have, that, small amounts can't lead to big wealth, right? This is a limiting belief we have, right? Most of my wealth is coming from when I used to make 7,500 per month initially in my jobs, when I made 20,000 per month. So small amounts do lead to big wealth. Let me talk about some other limiting beliefs. A lot of women tell me, let me first earn well, or let me first earn more. And then, I will create wealth. Then I will learn the skill. First, let me have more. Let me have enough. Type in me if you can relate to that. If you can relate to that limiting belief that you have, probably you have it. Like, some of you will tell me, oh, I need to earn more first before I grow it. Keep typing in me. Another limiting belief I would often hear women tell me, I don't have time for this. I have so many work responsibilities, home responsibilities, financial responsibilities. I don't have time for this. I just can't do this. Type in me if that's your limiting belief. If you think this is your husband's job, this is not your job. You have too much on your plate. You can't be taking on everything. Some of you might be thinking, hey, this is too complex for me. This is too complex for me. I am not smart enough for this. I am not sure I can understand this. I'm not sure my family will like if I do this. My husband may take offense if I do this. Or some of you may be saying, let me do my research on my own, or let me just go slow. Things are fine with traditional investments. Let me just keep doing that. Yeah, always afraid of men getting angry, right? My father getting angry. Oh, I can't tell you how mad my father was at me. When he discovered that I was doing all these modern investments. Because in his generation, he had made money with traditional investments. Yeah, with all those policies and post office schemes and provident fund. And I was like, no, this is not happening. Yeah, of course. There is no trust on the women in the family. But whose job is it to build that trust? Should we step back because people don't trust us? Or should we step up in building the skills so that when we talk knowledgeably, it makes a dent? Initially, my family was also my father angry with me. My mother saying, oh no, what are you doing? You lose everything. You work so hard. What are you up to? I was like, Mama, let me just do this. I know what I'm doing. Initially, I didn't even share I was doing. Only when they discovered that I was doing, they were mad at me. And I was like, I know what I'm doing. Absolutely confident. And today, my brother consults me when it comes to investments. My father tells people in our family that, hey, why don't you go and check with Priyanka? It took time, right? That journey did take time, but hey, it happened. So how many of you relate with this? Type in relate. If you relate to any of the limiting beliefs, you're willing to break out. You're now willing to break barriers, like कहते हैं ना, break barriers. You're loving it, Anushri. It's inspiring. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. So the only way, everybody, the only way for you to exponentially grow your money, number one is by handpicking good quality investments. Number two, going beyond your limiting beliefs. Kaveri Bharat, she's a potter, a ceramic artist in Chennai. I went to Chennai just a couple of months ago to meet the community. And when she joined us long ago, 4 years ago or so, she said, Priyanka, finance is not my cup of tea. I'm an artist. I can't understand finance. I also barely have any money to put bread and butter on the table. She thought she wasn't earning enough. So she said, what investing and what saving, just forget about it. That's where she was. She joined Women on Wealth, and then with our program, she got finances on an autopilot. She built a well-diversified investment portfolio. She's today an independent equity investor, and she is a financial guide to her husband, mother, and children. She's conquered her limiting beliefs. Would you like to be our next success story? Yes, I like that. Sure. I love that smiley coming from Linda. I love this comment on same boat. Beautiful. Concept number 3. How can you begin on your wealth creation right now? A lot of us think that building financial knowledge can lead to wealth creation. No, I want to let you know, building financial knowledge will make you an information junkie, not a wealth creator. If you want to be a wealth creator, what's critical? You implement the financial knowledge. And it is possible with hand holding and guidance. Like, how many of you have the knowledge? You know that investment portfolio should be diversified. Type in me if you have this knowledge. You know that, oh, I shouldn't put all eggs in one basket. Right? My risk should be diversified. It should be spread out. Investments need to be spread out. We all know this actually, right? We have this basic knowledge. All of you are saying me, yeah? Now tell me how many of you have a practical tool to implement this knowledge? Type in tool. If you have a practical tool to map diversification in your personal investment portfolio. No tool, not me. Got it. So what you need to understand, implementation, when not done, will lead to no wealth. Here is a practical tool, from our Money Gym program that I'm introducing you to right now. Sharing it on the screen. So in column C, I've written all the types of investments. In column D, I've written amount invested, say by you in these investments. And column E is mapping what percentage of your money is invested where. So this column E is what is the diversification column. It is mapping how much diversification is there in your investments. So say in equity mutual funds, you invested 80,700 rupees, 1.64% of your money says invested in equity mutual funds. Now that's the diversification. Say you made some down payment of the house, 10 lakh rupees, 20.32% of your money is invested in the house. Say Provident Fund, 22.25%. Now imagine just money lying in your savings bank account, fixed deposit somewhere, say 20 lakhs, which is 40.64% of your money. I've red marked this, I've red flagged this. Why have I done that? Can I tell you, if imagine you have just 100 eggs and out of those 40 eggs are lying in an investment that does not even beat inflation. You're never going to reach your financial goals. No matter how much money you make, how much you increase your salary or incomings, you're not getting there. So it's not just building the financial knowledge, everyone. We need to be implementing the knowledge so that We know what we are doing. It's not just doing something randomly, it's doing something systematically, intelligently. And we understand what we are doing. So the only way for you to exponentially grow your money, number one, is by handpicking good quality investments. Number two, going beyond your limiting beliefs. And number three, implementing financial knowledge. But the problem is, women are not able to implement the financial knowledge, especially for a longer period of time. And because of that, it slows down your velocity to reach your financial goals. And what's the solution to that? Joining a community of women investors with similar skills. So to overcome your financial challenges, it is essential that you become part of a community of like-minded individuals who share similar goals. Being in a community that understands your language, circumstances, and objectives can provide invaluable support and solutions to you. Prema Gurung did exactly that. She's a home baker. She joined us back in 2014. She belongs to a very small town of Mokokchung in Nagaland. She, when she joined us in 2014, I so clearly remember that meeting. She and her husband were in a credit card and a personal debt of about 10 lakh rupees, finding it difficult to pay off that debt. She joined the Money Gym program, and within 20 months of joining the Money Gym program, she became debt-free. And she has never, ever taken a loan after that. 3 months after becoming debt-free, she bought the right insurances for herself, started an emergency fund, did her own income tax planning and that of her husband. She picked best quality investments, modern investments, without depending on anyone in her life. At that point, her husband noticed the change that Prema was bringing to the family's finances, and he declared her as the finance minister of the house. And he started handing over his entire salary to her. She started investing for both of them. A couple of years later, they bought a land in their hometown. A couple of years after that, when they felt absolutely financially secure, financially prepared, they brought a daughter to this world. They started building her higher education fund. Then coronavirus crisis hit all of us. Both of them lost their income. But because they were so financially prepared, nothing could shake them. Both of them got back to their jobs, earned more than they did before. Then they bought a car without a car loan. And just about 7-8 months ago, they've opened a bakery in Delhi NCR. They are a full team running that bakery, and they are doing well financially. They have also succeeded in fulfilling their dream of owning a business. So 10 years, that's the journey. And that's what you require. Sustained wealth building, isn't it? Type in sustained. If you get my point, that it is not about getting rich now. It's about sustaining. It's about building financial skills for a lifetime and being in a community that helps you have sustained wealth over a lifetime. Type in sustained if you get that this is not just about building some get-rich-quick skills. Arpita Prakash, who's a doctor by profession, she says pregnancy led to a career break for her, and then COVID hit her hard. She says, I realized I was living my life without a financial plan. She joined Women on Wealth, our programs, training programs, and the community. And today, she's saving and investing 40% of her salary. She's investing first and spending later. She's become a smarter tax planner. She has built a well-diversified investment portfolio, and she's rigorously investing in equity. and her financial transformation goes on. And you'll find thousands of such stories of women who've taken charge of their finances and they are today changing the way the world sees women with money. And these women are spread across Chennai, Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Dubai, Nagaland, Pune, Chandigarh, and each and every city you name. Here's my next question to you. Would you like to be a part of this social change? Would you like to be a wealth creator for a lifetime? Somebody who's skilled to manage her money, who's equipped with financial system? For sure, of course, absolutely, definitely. I like these comments. Brilliant. It's time for some questions. No questions are basic and no question is silly. Each and every question is welcome. Each and every question is welcome. I want to make sure everybody knows you're not being judged for your questions, okay? Type them in, everybody. Oh, I love this question. I often receive this question. Is 35 too late to build serious wealth? Especially for someone, say, who's making 10 12 lakhs. How many of you think you are late? You are in your 30s. Type in me and you think you are late. You are in your 30s. You think you are late. How many of you are in your 40s and you think you're late? Type in 40s if you think you're late. How many of you in your 50s you are late? You think you're late? Type in 50s. Yeah. See, the fact is you are late. We all start working in our 20s. The best age to begin on wealth creation, investments, financial skill building is 20s. Like, you know, why I'm sitting here so confidently after having built my own 3 BHK apartment in the center of Delhi. I have retired early. I am 39 years and 6 months old. I have already invested enough for retirement. My investment income funds my life. Why I'm able to do that is because I started investing at the age of 21. For the first 5 years, I did a lot of trial and error. And then when the system was built, well, 13 and a half years that I've spent has turned my life around. So all of you who are in your 30s, 40s, 50s, yes, we acknowledge that you're late. But now do you want to delay any further? Or is it time to catch up with velocity? Of course, it's going to take time to catch up. It's going to take effort on your part. It's going to take seriousness on your part. My question to you is, do you want to step back just thinking that you're late? Or you want to get down to action? I'm so glad. So some of you are saying action, act, catch up. Let's get down to this. Sure. you know, some of you are asking me, can we invest in modern investments without a broker? Yes, in our entire community of 5,000 women, we are directly investing. We are not depending on a broker advisor. That increases our expenses. See, you wanna grow your money exponentially, maximize your returns, and minimize the expenses involved with investments, right? And that helps you create even more wealth. So yes, you can invest directly without depending on anyone. And isn't that what taking charge is, taking control is? Is it correct that mutual fund investments start paying you returns after 3 years? No, the returns can come in earlier. But, you know, I want to say, if you look at one of the habits that successful investors have, they have a long-term perspective on life. They're not looking at just making money now. They are looking at having money for the rest of their lives to tick different goals at different life stages. Example, right now you may want to buy your property. 10 to 15 years later, say your child is going for higher education. Then you need to have enough for retirement, right? I mean, sponsoring our child's education, buying our own property, making sure we have enough to retire. These are our financial requirements. They are no more just financial goals. It's like essential that we have enough to retire. We don't put our child through a loan, education loan, the moment he or she begins his or her first job. Right? So, you know, you can have money in the now, and my invitation would be to think long term, have a long term perspective, because life is really long and we need to have money for all our goals. Done. Thank you so much. Suddenly I just saw the watch and I'm like, oh my God. A lot of time has gone by. One of you is asking for the links to our pages. So here are the links again. So thank you so much. Thank you everyone for engaging with me, for being here with me. I trust that you've created value from all the concepts that I shared with you today and from all the questions that I have answered for you today. And now I have some questions for you to answer. My first question to you is, how many of you realize that there's a lot more to learn? There's a lot more for you to do as far as implementing the knowledge that I've shared with you is concerned. Type in yes in the comments box if you realize. I want you to respond, focus now, because now I'm going to talk with you in depth. Got it. My second question, a more important question, how many of you realize that by not getting into this game right now, by not implementing this financial knowledge right away, you will repeat your past. You will keep doing things in a traditional way that doesn't work effectively anyway. How many of you realize that? Type in I do in the comments box if you realize that. If you realize that, you know, doing things the old way will only slow down your financial progress. You'll be grinding it like I used to do for 6 years. Doing investments after investments. I used to depend on other people and their tips. I had no financial system to manage my money. And it was quite painful. It was frustrating because I was getting nowhere with my wealth. And this was despite working for 5 to 6 years and earning well. But now with my own financial system, I've built a financial worth of a few crores. I have bought my own properties in Delhi NCR. I live in my own apartment. I am not dependent on anyone. I don't need to depend on anyone or any job or any business or any work to take care of my expenses. And this is why I designed a financial system that's crafted specially for you. So let me introduce you to that system. It's called the Women on Wealth Money Gym. So Women on Wealth Money Gym is your personal finance blueprint. It is the ultimate training system that has been designed to give you access to your financial freedom. It is the ultimate training system that has been designed to give you access to your financial goals. So, you could be anywhere here in your life right now, in your journey of life. You could be a complete beginner. You could be somebody who's dependent on others for your financial investment decisions. You may have some knowledge, but there's lack of implementation where you are. In 2 months' time, you have the probability of becoming a knowledgeable investor. Somebody who's confident, somebody who makes independent financial decisions, somebody who starts investing without depending on anyone in her life. Are you ready for this journey of your financial transformation, everyone? Type in ready. How many of you are ready? Super ready. I like that. Totally ready. Got it. Then here are 2 options for you. Option number 1, you can choose to do it alone. It is a slow, time-consuming process when you do it alone. It would require lots of trials and errors on your part. You may stay stuck in the same hamster wheel. You may give up on your dreams. Option number 2, let's do it together. You and us together. It will save you time, which is your most precious asset. You will start seeing results from day 1 of joining. You will save lots of money that you would lose if you just keep doing trials and errors. You'll become a part of a women-centric investment community for the rest of our lifetime. So here is how it will work. Number 1, you'll build a vision for yourself. So you get clarity on how much money is needed to reach your financial goals. Number 2, you identify your current financial situation. So you look at how much money you're spending on things that don't align with your goals, values, and purpose in life. Number 3, you identify your gaps. So you identify how much you should invest each month, where you should invest, for how long you should invest, and at what rates of return to reach your financial goals. Step 4, you build your first investment portfolio. So you get access to picking good quality, high return investments on your own without depending on anyone in your life. And step 5, you get access to achieve financial freedom. You have no experience. It does not matter. You come from a non-finance background. Does not matter. You don't speak English. Does not matter. If you're willing to skill up, give this your time, at least 15 minutes on a daily basis, and you're willing to skill up. Okay, if this sounds like you, and if you want to build your dream investment income, you want to double your wealth, and you want to buy back your precious time and achieve financial freedom, then over the next 3 days, we have set aside some time to talk with you and see if we can support you. So when we say we, who are we? Well, I've just tagged Sheetal. It's she and me. Okay. We have set aside some time to talk with you and see if we can help you. So what's this called? Number 1, you're being invited to a free personalized finance call online. If we will do a Zoom call with you, it will be a video call. So you're expected to join from your laptop, sit in a room, which is quiet room with good light, internet connection, and you're properly dressed. Over this call, we will ask you questions to understand your current financial situation and financial goals. And number 4, I promise this will be the most valuable 30 to 45 minutes you will ever spend on your money life. Now, I'm going to share the link quickly just now to book this free call. Okay. Once you book this free call, you will receive a WhatsApp message from our team leader, Shobha. This will be one day before the scheduled date, and we'll be forced to cancel your call if you fail to reply to that message. So the moment you see the message, this WhatsApp message, do make sure you respond to her, you acknowledge her message, and you say that you are scheduled, right? So that's the least we are expecting of you. Number 2, we are trying to bring immense value on this one-on-one call. So do make sure that before the call begins, you sit in a quiet place with a proper internet connection, with a notebook and a pen, right? So you be well set up. So if you're booking the call, say for 4 p.m. Monday, you are here at 3:59, ready to begin. Number 3, at the end of this call, we will show you the opportunity to be a part of our Women on Wealth community. And number 4, if you fail to attend this call without any prior notice, you will be blacklisted from our list and you will not get another chance to schedule this call. So how many of you are ready to book this call? Type in ready if you're ready to book this call, and we shall put the link on. Yes, ready? Sure. Booked in the mind already? Sure. Absolutely. Sheetal, please put in the link. Thank you. So go ahead. Book your call, because remember, the next thing you need is a community of like-minded women investors who are on the same journey as you. So go ahead. There are a couple of questions. You need to answer those questions and quickly book your appointment. So we have 5-6 minutes to complete this work. So once you booked your appointment, type in booked in the chat. And we will confirm that we have received your appointment. You will also receive a WhatsApp, an email, okay, once you book. So type in booked, everyone, once you have booked, okay? And we are waiting to receive you. Booked, Mayuri, super. Everybody who's booking, make sure that you type here booked so that we can confirm that we've received your booking. Yes, Mayuri, Rena, we have received your booking. Sheetal, just keep taking the names, please.
Rakhi, Christine, and Sara Rani.
Beautiful. Jai Lakshmi Rajiv, Abhirami, Dr. Vinita Rajput, Hima. Anybody whose name we don't take, just check your email also, in case you don't have the booking, then you know.
I have Archana, Linda Gomes, Devi Sen, Anushri Joshi, Prerna Bhovania, Rani, Bharati Zilpelwar. These are the new ones I have received.
Sure. Suvasri, you are in. Uma, awesome. I'm so glad Mayuri is saying she's received the email confirmation. Beautiful. Then you have the booking, okay? Once we've confirmed, sure, Linda. Awesome. Sure, Anu. Barsha, Jayashi, we can see you booked. Okay, Sangeeta, Sheetal, can you put the link again, please? Sangeeta, try again. Here is the link. Anybody who's still struggling? Dr. Noshin, Puneet, Rangini, we've received your appointments. Sheetal, please take in more names. Okay, Hima, I will just check. Yes, Hima, your appointment is booked.
I have received for Usha Gajwani.
Mm-hmm.
We've received for Puneet
Yeah.
Seen. Is there?
Yes, Alka Bhasin, we've received. Yes, Rangini, I can see your appointment. Sirisha, I am not sure if I can see you. Sheetal, just check if you can see Sirisha.
I do.
Thanks. Charisma Bora, we can see that you've received. Yeah, we've received your booking, Charisma. Great. Typed it here. Karuna, ask yourself how many times, because of our busy schedules, we will keep delaying financial skill building. It will not be our priority. And then, we're not happy with where we are moving with our wealth creation. So either we have excuses or we have the results. You want to build the results, action is the only name of the game. Only different actions will get you different results. Okay, Kavita, you booked. Let's see, right now I can't see Kavita. Let's wait for a few seconds and see. Okay, Srishti.
Yeah, we've received for Shrishti,
Okay.
Shweta.
Do we have Kavita, Sheetal?
Not yet. Kavita, please try again.
Yeah. Or Kavita, check your email. Do you have the email? Soumya Shri, I can see your booking.
Yeah, Kavita, you'll have to try again, please.
Yes. So Kavita, please try again. Thanks. We have just last 1 minute and then I have the next free gift for you. Sheetal has shared generously the link again. Thanks for this, Sheetal. Last 1 minute, everyone. Kavita, ये रहा link उसके ऊपर है जहां आपने chat में लिखा है. I am now going to pin the entire team of Women on Wealth. Some members are not here. Great. Now, next step. Tell me, how many of you got that 1% improvement in this session today? Type in 1%. If you got that 1% improvement that I had promised for today. Got it, Mayuri, Christine, Uma. Sure, Anushri, Ragini, Rangini, Linda, Hema, Puneet, Kamakshi, Karuna, Anushri, got it, Jai Lakshmi, Abhirami. Then here is my request of you. I invite you to let people in your life know that there is a community where they can go and access financial education. Sheetal, please put in the message. Here is the message. Long press and copy it and paste it in WhatsApp groups, in any of the school groups, college groups, Facebook groups, women's communities, family groups. Send it one-on-one to all the women in your life. Let them know that there is a community which is standing up for women's financial education. We are the only women's community into financial education in India. You've gotten introduced to the world today of financial education. We invite you to spread the word. Just copy and paste and type in with you, if you're with me in this mission of making 50 lakh women financially educated by 2030. Got that, Mayuri? Thank you, Abhirami. I trust you are spreading the word. Yes, Rangini. Sure, Christine, Subhashri, Gayatri, Linda. Do make sure you copy and paste this message right now. Send it to people in your life. Let them know financial education is possible. Monica, we can see you booked your appointment.
I have received a Kavita.
Okay, we were waiting for Kavita, right? So Kavita, your appointment is here. Done then, last bit. Thank you so much everyone for attending till the end. It's an absolute privilege serving you. And here is your last free gift before we leave. So Sheetal, please put in the free ebook. Here is a free ebook, which is our thank you gift for you. And it's a way of expressing that we truly value your commitment to your financial success. So take charge, stay safe, everyone. And before you leave, I want to introduce you to some of the team members at Women on Wealth. Sheetal Gurung is a coach with us, your financial coach. And Rachna Singh and Sabina are the women behind this webinar. This webinar would have not been possible, and all the work at Women on Wealth would have not been possible had this team not stood up to make sure that you get access to financial education. So thank you, Women on Wealth team, for making sure that women move ahead and they grow in their journey to their financial success. Some of you are saying you've not managed to book your appointment. Sangeeta Sabharwal, you're one of them. Here is the link again. To make sure you book in case any one of you has missed booking. We look forward to meeting you one-on-one. 3 cheers to your financial success. Keep coming back. We love adding value to you. Bye-bye. Take charge. Stay safe.